So we're back for another update on the P5 LTD. I think it's episode number 7, and we're just grabbing some lunch first. I'm with Brian again. So we're in Brian's Roadrunner. A 70 model, is it?
70 Roadrunner, yep.
Is it what colour? B5 blue, is it?
Yeah, B5 blue. It's a 6-barrel, 446 barrel 4-speed.
All factory. Yeah, it's cool. Smooth. It's very cool. It's a terrific looking car. If you look on Brian's channel, Brian's Roadrunner, is it Brian's Roadrunner Garage? You can see more about how he restored the car. It's really terrific. Meep meep. So here's his car. Beautiful, isn't it? Like the Roadrunner with the trail behind it. That's really cool. And also on the 70 model, they have the best grille with this uplift in the middle part. I think that looks really terrific. What a cool car. I know this is all about the LTD, but can't resist taking a picture of this. Look at that beautiful car. He's the man that made it. Not originally. Plymouth did it. There's the air grabber, opening up the air grabber. To grab some air. Oh, it's got the pickup.
It's a 6-barrel.
Wow. There's the dash, and there's the voice of Roadrunner, which is the horn. It sounds like a beep beep. There's the switch for the air grabber. And then you've got this very cool, I think it's a slapstick, I think it's called. That looks terrific. I also like how that dash, like the blackout treatment, kind of comes along and then down and breaks up the blue. I think that's actually a very nice feature of the design. But we are here for the P5 LTD, so let's get an update from Brian and see what the progress has been in the last week or so. How cool does that look? Okay, so I've completed the roof in terms of removing all the foam and the glue. It's fairly time consuming. Did it over sort of 3 Fridays, just helping Brian out to do the more tedious work and save myself a few bucks. So yeah, I think it's come up really well. I think I spoke last episode about this seam here that people sort of criticise LTDs for having an extended roof. Some people do, but at the end of the day, I think actually they did a very good job from the factory in doing that. Plus, obviously, they have a unique rear window. This is fiberglass here. There's a bit of fiberglass repair that Brian will do on the car, and the rear window needs to come out for the vinyl roof to be fitted to it. But you can see there that all the glue and everything's been removed, or like 99.9%. I'm sure Brian will probably finish it off there and I guess prep it for the vinyl roof, which will be another episode. Okay, Brian, we're back with Brian.
Mark.
How you going?
Good, how you going?
Good. Thanks for the ride in the Roadrunner to get the lunch. That was good.
Yeah.
446 pack lunch.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us an update on what you've been doing the last week or so?
Just trying to finish off the upper areas of the car, and then we'll go back down on the hoist and do the lower parts, which is now all left is the doors and the guard.
Yep.
So reconstructed some of the rail here. There's a section there missing there.
Yeah, there was a big hole there, wasn't there?
Yeah, and there was quite a bit down here. This was worse than I thought. Most of that rail I sort of remade from there down to there.
Right, you had to rebuild the whole thing.
Yeah. This will get covered in vinyl and then it gets a chrome moulding on
Yeah.
it. So it's just purely about making it nice and strong.
Yeah.
And obviously taking the rust out.
Yep.
And the other side was virtually exactly the same. It was
Yeah.
bottom part down here, and then it had some rust in the roof up there, and then the whole rail, if you remember rightly, the other rail was.
Yeah, we'll have a look at
you
that.
can see right through it.
Yeah, I remember there was a huge, when I bought the car, I might grab a shot of that and just insert it, but I remember this whole piece was actually missing.
Yeah, the bottom section
Here,
was missing.
just
yeah.
gone.
Yep.
So
and this one here was also, this section here I had to hand make that, and it curves a couple of different ways. It looks
Yeah.
simple, but actually there's a bit of messing around to make that.
Yeah, that was all
Roll
rusted,
in,
wasn't it,
so
pretty
just-
badly?
It's just hanging by a thread.
Yep.
You know, I didn't have to finish it too flash because it's going to be covered in foam and then vinyl anyway. But the main thing is, like I said, you want to get the car back to its integrity, strength, and when the vinyl roof goes on it and the gutter mould goes on, you'll never even know.
Well, I think the next job for me next week, whatever, is to clean. You're going to give me the moulds and trims to clean up, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm going to give you all the dirty work I don't want to do.
Yeah. So I'll, I might bring some of that. Oh, you were saying like that German metal polish, but I don't use that because of the anodized parts.
Oh, you can use it, but I just
More soap and water and a brush.
No, old school cutters is what I would use.
Oh, okay.
Cutting compound, just by hand. You can clean up most of it just by hand. Just got to make it clean. But most of it's anodized aluminium, so unfortunately it's not hard to get a good result unless you're willing to get them stripped and replated, which you won't be doing that.
No.
Stainless you can polish up, but the anodized aluminium.
Yeah. Look, as long as it looks good.
Yeah,
I mean, if it doesn't,
I think it'll look tidy. And you know, if you inspect it close, yes, it looks like it's 50 years old, but as long as the car looks tidy.
And it is 50 years old, so
you're not aiming for show very much. You just want to make a nice.
I want a very nice example. If there's a part that particularly looks bad, I'll just try and replace that or get it redone if I have to.
The wheelet mouldings are a bit average.
Well, I've got there is a guy that's been, his dad's got a LTD, a white one. He's got a whole lot of parts, and he's speaking to his dad about potentially helping out with some parts there, which I'll pay for.
Some of those, that'd be good.
Yeah. So I've asked for that and a few other cigarette
liners. It'll make it look that better again. I mean, the paint body will be nice, but if the pieces go on and aren't nice, it's going to spoil it.
It's going to bark at you, isn't it?
Yeah. So the new top and new chrome. Look good.
So there's that line again, like I said before, but you can see the roof's nice and clean. Probably went a bit heavy on the wire brushing, but you know. And then the bonnet, you did some work on that?
Oh yeah, this was in and outer. So the inside was also gone right through. You can literally see right through it. So I just made it. It's nothing fancy. But butt welded. I made up a little piece on the inside and a little piece on the outside. And that's just roughly filled. I've got some dents in the bonnet. And some other areas I've got to look at the bonnet as a panel job later. But at the moment, I've just made sure that the rust is cut out.
And here, what did you have to do here?
That was just a dent, actually.
Okay. And what about this section? Same thing, or more rust?
Here, and actually, the little pit marks.
Right.
The sandblaster showed up, but they're clean and they didn't go through.
Still see a couple of them there, which obviously
it's not. This is not.
Got to prep it,
I haven't even, apart from the quarters, I haven't looked at any body work yet.
Yeah. No, that's good. And then you were saying before, these front headlight doors often are cracked, and you're kind of working out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what used to happen because they always broke here on the door. They cracked there.
Yeah.
I think mechanics lean up, or people lean over it.
And put
and it's
pressure on it.
suspended on its own. There's got no strength behind it.
Yeah, because they're both cracked.
They're both broken. I'm pretty sure that's what used to happen back in the day.
Yeah, so we've got to repair that.
Reinforce those,
I think that'd be good to do that.
Yeah. So,
and then there's also in the sill, I think, was there another?
Oh, yeah, we did the...
so you've done all the sills at the bottom, have you?
Yeah, the
sills are all done.
The A-pillar. There was a hole down there as big as your fist and it was full of filler.
Right.
There's nothing but filler in there.
Yeah.
So that's all cut out properly and a new section welded in there. So
yeah. I was going to order a new carpet for it, or I don't know whether this one's good enough just to take out and wash or whatever.
It's a bit scruffy on the driver, so unless you put a mat down.
Well, maybe I will just get it. I'll just buy a carpet kit for it.
They're not expensive.
No.
Hardest part's putting it in. You've got to get the console out for that.
Ah, right.
That's another job.
Is that something you would do, Brian?
Probably not. So
anyway,
all right. You pretty much, the roof's almost ready for a vinyl top, a bit more cleaning and a bit of primer down.
Yeah, spoke to the guy Paul yesterday. I think he wants to come out and do over a couple of visits. He wants to put the foam down and stuff like that. But I think he'll talk to you about it. He's going to give me a date towards the end of this month, and then I think first or second week of May. I think he's planning on coming in. Getting it done. He's got a couple of helpers. So
well, if it takes too long, he'll be doing it at your place. Because this has got to be out of here by June.
Yeah, well, I think he's talking about early May, beginning of May. So I think it should be fine. So
anyway, so it's coming along.
Yeah.
Each week we get a bit of progress. It's been tied up with other work this week, so it hasn't been.
Yeah, you've had a bit of other work.
So I've been doing other work.
Which is fine because then you're not relying on me for
for a change.
For the revenue.
Else is paying the bill.
And yeah, so all that sill's been done, and the dog leg, and obviously Brian's got to do the doors, which we spoke about the other day, and then that front fender, which is it's
nasty,
very nasty. But I had a look at another one online, and that looks even just as bad, just differently. But all this is done, and there's a bit of rust in the here that Brian's got to do. He's done the seam sealer in there, and this whole back end's all nicely
all
finished off.
that matters,
Yeah. But it's solid now. No, I won't touch it. But it's solid. So yeah, and it's looking much better, more squared off, and yeah.
I mean, we're not trying to do metal finish concourse. It's make sure the rust is out, make sure it's welded in properly, and we just want it to be a nice tidy driver that's going to last. It's not a filler falling out of it in 3 years' time.
Exactly. And we'll treat it inside the doors and whatever.
If you cut it out properly and weld it up properly,
should be fine.
Even if there's a little bit of filler in it, if it's sealed, and the rust is cut out, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and I'll keep it out of the weather, obviously. So it's going to have a fairly easy life compared to
what it has had.
I think they did a bit of paddock driving in it before. It's got a sump that needs probably replacing or pushed out, but all right. No, that looks good. I'm happy with that. So thanks, Brian.
No worries. My
Appreciate
pleasure.
it.
See you next time.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've also, just before we finish up, Brian, I've got quite a few of these clips. I bought like 3 or 4 packets of each because I just didn't really know how many you needed. These are from Rare Spares. There's about 3 or 4 different types. So I've got a stack of those. Oh, here are the plastic ones, which, I don't know what you think of those, but they were the ones that Luke from Rusty Fords recommended that we may have to modify. But anyway, I think I've got about 4 packets of those. So for an XW XY Fairmont. So anyway, it's all part of the process. And also, for those Ford fans that are interested, as you may know, I used to head up product planning and also brand marketing at Ford Performance Vehicles back in the day. And Australian Muscle Car magazine, I think it's issue 150, the latest one, done a comprehensive story. Mark Osler wrote a story about my time at FPV. There's been a few articles written by them in the past on my time at FPV, but this one is about the F6 Typhoon, all the background history and story about that, and also the Tornado, and then also the F6X, which is a territory version, which should have been called the F6 Tempest. So, look, if you're interested in that, keep an eye out on the newsagent and check that out as well for some behind-the-scenes details on those cars. So anyway, that's part 7 of the P5 Ford LTD update. Make sure you follow along. Please give the episode a like. I've got my blue thumb there from all the work on the roof today. And please hit that subscribe button so you follow along and don't miss out on a future episode. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Up until now, Australians have always assumed that imported cars have had the edge over locally manufactured models. Tonight, Ford Australia are about to challenge that assumption with the release of the Ford LTD and the Ford Landau, the first true luxury cars ever totally designed and developed in Australia. Ford believe that these models represent your first real alternative to imported luxury cars. Ford LTD, a classic limousine in size, spaciousness, comfort, ride. And Ford Landau, a very individual luxury car, very much a driver's car. Both totally Australian, both very distinguished, both superbly fitted throughout. For example, air conditioning and 4-wheel powered disc brakes are amongst the list of impressive standard luxury equipment. Australia's most distinguished motor cars, Ford LTD, Ford Landau, awaiting your inspection now at your Ford dealer.